everybody, welcome back to the Movie Couple channel. I'm Wendy and here is my non-spoiler review for Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Maleficent, Mistress of Evil stars Angelina Jolie, Ella Fanning, Michelle Pfeiffer, Ed Skrein, and Chiwetel Ejiofor. Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. It's basically a follow-up to the first Maleficent live action that we saw, and I will be very transparent. I didn't like the movie. I wanted to like it. I mean Maleficent, the first one. I didn't like it. I wanted to. Maleficent, I think, personally, is one of my favorite Disney villains. She is just so bad, so evil. I remember seeing Sleeping Beauty, the animated feature film, and being so afraid of her when I was younger. And then as I grew up, I was like, I love her. Okay, first of all, Angelina Jolie, I think, is perfect to play Maleficent. And I wanted her, knowing her acting ability, wanted her to bring this like raw and just evilness and into this role, and then they turned the character into kind of, oh, she's just a little misunderstood and she has a soft spot for Aurora, and it's just not where I thought it's not what I thought it was gonna go. I really thought that they would really play her out just to be like, she's just bad and the curse, and would be kind of, it didn't go that way. So I was very disappointed in the first Maleficent. Now, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, the second one, the trailer have been pretty strong in my opinion. I saw a snippet of the dinner scene, and I really liked what I saw, and I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna give this a chance. I think I'm really into it. So to give you a little bit of synopsis, plot for the movie, so this is a continuation from the first Maleficent. So Aurora has grown up and she's met and fallen in love with Prince Philip. He's asked for her hand in marriage. She accepts, and now they kind of have to unite their families together. And that, to me, was going to be really interesting because Maleficent doesn't really play well with others, if you will. She loves Aurora, but everybody else, she's kind of like, meh, get away from me. So the snippet we saw of Maleficent at the dinner scene at Prince Philip's castle, meeting his parents, and having basically a conversation, like a little bit of like a mom versus mom showdown, queen versus queen, if you will, between Michelle Pfeiffer and Angelina Jolie, was one of the most interesting thing, and I wish there were more of that in the movie. So in this movie, because of Aurora's engagement and soon marriage and slash wedding to Prince Philip, this is causing a little bit of a rift between Maleficent and Aurora. She's not able to, you know, get along with pretty much anyone else, and that causes a problem. And you know, Aurora is trying to be like, well, this is, you know, like gonna be my husband soon, and like, can we just try to be nice? And Maleficent just can't do it. She doesn't like humans, and there's a whole lot more. And basically it becomes an all-out war, and I really quite like what they did with this one as far as the relationship and the interactions between Maleficent, Princess Aurora, and the Queen, played by Michelle Pfeiffer. And to me, those were really the interesting scenes and the action scenes in the movie. Everything else, it just felt a little unbalanced because if you saw the trailer, they do go to war. It's basically like a war between Maleficent and the humans of the kingdom, essentially. And the Dark Fae. I'll just say that real quick. The Dark Fae, who is basically what Maleficent is, and she finds there's a tribe of Dark Fae. So in the scenes with the battles, or the scenes with like the Queen or Maleficent, or basically the Queen or Maleficent, it felt more like a little bit more mature, a little bit more frightening, which at some point I was like, oh, okay, like I really like this, but then they would cut back to, you know, like the fairies and the little creature, and it's like so unbalanced because one could seemingly be really frightening for the younger audience, and then the other part was like a perfect fit for the younger audience. So I felt that like it didn't really balance out for me. Some of the dialogue I really like didn't care for. The CGs for the CGI for the creatures, specifically the fairies' faces, didn't work for me. It really took me out of the movie. It just like it was really, really distracting. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap up this review. enjoyed a lot of the parts of Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, specifically whenever Angelina is on screen. It really like hooked me into the movie because I think, well, it's Angelina Jolie, and any of the scenes she had with Michelle Pfeiffer, I like, was like living for it. Also the costumes, we got to talk about some of the costumes and some of the scenes and the visuals. It's breathtakingly beautiful. There's a lot of like anything Angelina Jolie wore as Maleficent, I want in my closet. It was gothy, witchy, it was perfect, and she looked amazing in it. And there's a couple of scenes where she is kind of exploring where the dark fays were, and I was just like, ugh, can I live there? It just looked really, really, like visually, it was just stunning. But it wasn't for me, and that is going to be my rating for Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, is not for me. But I think if you got younger kids at home, and they were into the first Maleficent, I think you can take them to this one, and they would probably really enjoy it. And you guys, that is it for my review on Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the movie, and list off who your favorite Disney villain is. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!